Okay, so anybody that's ever had a chat with me about dog training and changing behaviours and any issues for that matter, anyone will tell you that one thing that I'm really passionate about is that you've got to learn to be able to switch your dog on and switch your dog off. And the switching off part is the part that most people struggle with. Whether they've got a postman come into the house, somebody coming into the house so they're running and jumping all over them, whether they're being territorial in the garden or territorial at the window, lacking recall, lunging at dogs on the lead. All these things show that they are engaged in the environment rather than switched on to you. But there is a difference between switching them on to being completely focused and just simply being switched off to distractions. So I've always say that you've got to make sure that you provide mental and physical stimulation prior to. So I came over here about half an hour ago. You can see Lilo and Stitch. So we've been having a game of fetch and doing a bit of obedience. But behind me, you'll see that there is a game of rounders going on. And there are a couple of dogs over the other side as well. So the first thing that you would do in a scenario like this is try to get your dog to learn to switch off from a stationary position. So if I tell them to lie down, right, catch Lar, come here, Stitch, catch. Now you'll notice that Lilo, if I can show you, Lilo is lying down, but straight down. So she hasn't tilted her rear on the side. Now that's great when I want her switched on and doing some sort of obedience, where a Stitch is lying down tilted. That's what I want. I want her to switch off completely and just relax. So then what you would do is let them see what's going on. Obviously keep them on a lead at that moment. And if they look at the ball when it's been hit, or the excitement or anything like that, if they look at it, that's fine. But then when they blink and they look away, click and treat there. So you mark the decision that they decided to disengage. And then with enough repetition, what you'll get is you'll be in a scenario where they'll see a distraction and they'll automatically look up at you. That then would become a jackpot moment where you might get 3 treats and things like that. But then gradually you just wean those treats and wean the marks down. So now you just come along and these are all running around. And, well, they're all standing still for a minute. But here comes the ball. One of them's about to hit that. So we'll wait. She missed the balls on. But then here, these are just completely engaged. And if I decide that we're going to move this way, let me just say, come on guys, let's go. Then they're looking to me for direction. She's waiting for the ball to be thrown again, to be honest. So, come on then. So, teach your dog how to switch off in home. Then move out to the garden, move over to the park, gradually increase the distraction, and before you know it, you'll be able to go anywhere and they'll just ignore whatever the distraction.